Weapons in GTA are top 3, wait, have I done that already? In a previous video I went over the best weapons from each category, so let's do the opposite and do the worst in each category. Same criteria as the last video, but how useless they are in PvP or missions. I'm not saying these weapons are totally useless, it's just they might be useless in PvP or missions. I forgot to say, but this is mostly my opinion and experience using these guns. They might not be bad overall, but they are the worst from each weapon slot. Let's get into the list now. Starting off the list for melees, it is the fists. If fists weren't included, then you may as well pick your poison, as most of the melee weapons do the same damage. I've gone for the bare fists because they do the least amount of damage out of any other melee weapon, if you want to call them that. Usually taking 4 or 5 punches before killing a player. Like I said, you're not going to use any melee weapons during a mission or PvP, so I just picked the worst one. Next, for the shotguns, we have the double barrel shotgun. Rockstar for me added a lot of weapons that you probably will never use. I like to call them filler weapons. And you'll probably use the gun locker to take them out the weapon wheel. With the double barrel shotgun, it's definitely the worst shotgun out the bunch. You can't add any attachments onto it to make it any better. It's got pretty terrible range even for a shotgun, as you need to be really close to even do some damage to others. And the damage itself isn't great, especially for a shotgun, and due to it firing twice, you consistently have to reload after every shot, which takes a decent amount of time to do. It's not a weapon that would be useful in any situation, and it's definitely the worst shotgun. Next, for heavy weapons, we have the snowball launcher. I know this is more of a fun and playful weapon, which isn't meant to do any damage at all, but by default it has to be here. The snowball launcher is a Christmas exclusive weapon. By the name of it, it shoots snowballs. I was debating on whether to put the EMP launcher, the firework launcher on here, but while not being good, they are better to use than the snowball launcher. There isn't much to go off, it's just a fun weapon, not meant for PvP or missions. Also, if it's not snowing, then you can't even use this thing. Once this thing runs out, then you're gonna have a long wait to get more ammo. Up next for throwables, we have the jerry can. For me, this is clear cut, as not even a noob would get touched by this thing. This requires you to pour it on the ground and shoot the trail of gas to ignite a fire. I don't think I need to explain how useless this is in any of the criterias, as you probably would only kill someone if they were AFK. But even that takes a bit of effort, as the fire doesn't last that long. I think this is only useful in one payphone hit when you have to set the car on fire at the motel, but other than that, this thing is useless. For pistols, I have the stun gun. This gun is fun for trolling others and just having fun in general, but for missions in PvP, it isn't a great choice. It has really short range where you basically have to be really close to tase someone. I'll give the taser a bit of credit, as if you tase someone then you can quickly pull out another weapon and get an easy kill. But the part of getting up to them is really difficult unless you either catch them by surprise or use Ghost. But even with Ghost, I think most players will still kill you before you get the chance to get close enough. This weapon does so little damage and has a 10-second recharge on top of the terrible range. So good luck even tasing someone, never mind killing them. Next, for the MGs, we have the Gustenberg Sweeper. The MGs also have a lot of filler weapons, but the Gustenberg Sweeper is the worst out the bunch. It was either this or the Unholy Hellbringer, but I think the Hellbringer is slightly better as it's more accurate and doesn't have to reload. By the looks of it, the Gustenberg Sweeper is a Tommy gun inspired weapon. You cannot add any attachments to this to make it any better, such as sights or an extended mag. After researching, I realised you can put an extended mag on this and the next weapon, so my mistake. Nothing changes though, this weapon is still the worst, in my opinion. Any other MG does better than this, and I only really see owning this as a collectible. Next, for the assault rifles, we have the compact rifle. Like the Gustenberg Sweeper, no attachments can be added to make it better.
So that was a fucking lie.
I do feel like this is quite clear that this is the worst rifle. Every other rifle in the game does more damage and has the ability to equip more than just an extended mag. I didn't even have to debate on this like I did with the MGs. It was very clear to me that this would be on the list. And last, for the snipers, we have the precision rifle. Like the compact rifle, it was very clear. Actually, it was way more clear. This is a sniper with an iron sight. It's basically a DMR. It does do more damage than the marksman, but the marksman is a semi-automatic sniper with 16 shots, and it comes with a scope, which makes it easier to kill further away players. You also can't add any attachments to this, so it makes it even worse than the sniper rifle, because with that, at least you can add an extended scope. The precision rifle does a really bad job at being a sniper rifle, as it's basically the most useless, and on top of that, it's 400k. Definitely not worth it. It's that bad, I don't even own it. I'm not spending 400k on this shit. Chances are there's actually no gameplay for this, or there might be, I don't know. Probably not though. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I actually found it harder to make this video than the best weapons video, but if you disagree then leave a comment on what you think is the worst, but have a great day or night.